In the wide grass and green lands of Ohari, the centaurs lived in peace. They were strong and beautiful people, their bodies built for speed and endurance. They loved the hunt, the race, and the thrill of open skies. Every year, when the middle of the sun season came, they gathered for the great race. Families traveled from every corner of the land to watch. Music filled the fields, laughter carried on the wind, and the kingdom came alive in celebration. But on that day, when the whole of Ohari was running toward the fields, Niraya turned away. Hunting gave her joy more than cheering for a winner. She carried her bow and entered the thick forest, the calls of birds guiding her deeper. She had not gone far when she heard it, thin, sharp, and trembling. It was a cry. She froze, listening. At first, she thought it was a trick of her mind. No creature she knew cried like that. But the sound came again, softer this time, yet desperate. Niraya followed the sound through the trees, her steps careful, her heart rising. She pushed aside a cluster of leaves and stopped. There, on the ground, wrapped in torn cloth, was a baby. Her breath caught. She had never seen such a thing. Its face was round, its body small, its legs short. 2 limbs, only 2. Not like the children of her people, strong-legged and swift from birth. This one looked fragile, unfinished. Still, it cried so bitterly that her chest tightened. Niraya knelt beside it. The baby's fist flailed weakly, its eyes squeezed shut. She hesitated. This was not one of her kind. It did not belong in Ohari. Yet she could not leave it to die. Carefully, she lifted the child, holding it close as if it might break. She looked around, making sure no one had followed. Then she carried the baby home, silent and swift. Inside her heart, she tried to quiet it. She offered roasted roots, mashed fruits, even honey water. Nothing worked. The child's cries only grew sharper, until at last she brought cow milk in a small bowl. The baby drank greedily, its crying fading into a soft hum. Soon it slept, its chest rising and falling in peace. Niraya sat watching, both amazed and troubled. She had long prayed for a child of her own. Years had passed, and her womb had remained empty. Was this chance or destiny? The door opened, and her husband, Omaru, entered, his face bright with excitement. He spoke of the race, of how his favorites had won, of the cheering crowds, but Niraya hushed him quickly. Lower your voice. I have something to show you. Curious, Omaru followed her to the room. When he saw the baby, his eyes widened and his mouth opened in shock. Before he could cry out, Niraya pressed her hand over his lips. Do not shout, she whispered. The neighbors must not hear. They argued in low voices. Omaru warned that the people of Okari would never accept such a child. It was safer to abandon it. But Niraya refused. She saw in the baby what she had long yearned for a child of her own, even if it was different. Their whispers filled the room until a sudden knock froze them both. Omaru hurried to answer. It was his friend, asking when he would join the hunt. As they spoke at the door, a thin cry rose from inside. The visitor turned his head toward the sound. He knew the couple had no children. His eyes narrowed. He was suspicious.